Hello, my name is Jason Lajara.
And I'm Michael Vescera.
And welcome to the FAL Consulting Podcast, your number one source for educational crypto content. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. And on today's show, we'll be going over the top 10 cryptos for the day, as well as NFTs at high risk of being money laundering tools, and tips on how to get through this low market dip. All that and more on the FAL Podcast. But before we get into anything else, is anything that the listeners hear here on the podcast financial advice, Mike?
Nothing that comes out of the crypto FAL organization is financial advice.
No, it is just consultation and educational advice. But how you been? How's everything going?
No, I'm pretty good, honestly. Yesterday I started watching this new show. I don't remember the name of it, but it's been pretty good so far. A little documentary series. You heard of the guy with the 24 faces of Billy Milligan?
Oh, where he's like 24 different personalities? Yeah. I heard about that. Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to play him in a movie or something a couple of years back, and I don't think that ever came to fruition.
Nah, they did that movie Split with, what's his name?
James McAvoy, yeah.
Yeah, James McAvoy. I guess that was supposed to be similar, but...
This is a documentary series, though. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a 4-episode miniseries.
Netflix is always good with that.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty crazy. It came out a while ago. I just seen it yesterday. I was like, all right, you know what? This looks interesting.
Netflix has a lot of like really high quality documentaries that like you could just miss because like there's another one coming out next week that's like way better, or you know, that gets picked up in the zeitgeist of like
with
documentaries. Yeah, Twitter and
something gets picked up and everyone's talking about it. So it's like, all right, I guess I got to check it out.
There was some other show too recently, like about two cities, one above ground, one underground, that people have been talking about that I've been meaning to check out. But it's always something on Netflix. There's always something there. And there's always something going on here in the cryptocurrency market, especially in the top 10s. Let's check in on them, especially after these last couple of days roller coaster
ride. We had
ride.
a little shuffle in the top 10.
Shuffle. It's fucking been not anaconda. It's a
Kinda Mambo number 5.
To the left. To the right. And at number 1, we have Bitcoin at $50,646 at down 1.90%. At number 2, we have Ethereum at $4,407, up 0.81%. At number 3, we have Binance Coin at $592, up 1.05%. At number 4, we have Tether. At number 5, we have Solana at $192, down 1.54%. At number 6, we have Cardano at $1.40, down 1.71%. At number 7, we have XRP at 87 cents, up 4.42%. At number 8, we have USDC. At number 9, we have Polkadot at $29.59, down 3.37%. And number 10, we have Terra Luna at $70.50, up 0.15% for the week. 0.15% for the day and 11% for the week, continuing the trend of knocking down the dog coins out of the top 10.
Yeah, the dog coins are officially out of the top 10. Doge is struggling with 4 zeros and a 3.
It's a shuffle, man. I think Doge and Shiba Inu should just agree and merge their market cap so they can get back into the top 10. Now they'll be number 8.
Yeah, that's part of their roadmap. They're going to merge. There's going to be more tokens than God in circulation.
What would that number even look like? That shit, like, honestly, even if you added Doge into Shiba Inu's market cap, it wouldn't look much different than it does right now, the Shiba Inu's market cap, just because of the amount that there is. But you'd have to do some type of price comparison. So maybe the amount of Doge going in would actually be like quadruple of what it actually is because of the price.
It would depend how you look at it.
Yeah. But that's for the theoretical hypotheticals crypto podcast that we're starting to do. It's the fictional, you know, my alt fiction crypto podcast where Bitcoin goes to $1 million. We're all using it.
Yeah, hopefully it's nonfiction.
But up until then, it goes to $1 million. We're gonna have to deal with these market dips and these market trips. Give us a little insight to
little market stumbles.
Give us a little insight, Micah. What's been going on? How people should be feeling, or if they're feeling a certain way, why they shouldn't be feeling that way.
So we know all that we've been hearing about Omicron, all the COVID stuff has been causing even the regular market to go a little sideways, take a little downtrend. On top of that, you have Evergrande in China, who I think it was Thursday or Friday. They said I don't even know what it means. They said they're probably not going to be able to pay off the money that they owe.
The money that they owe, that we should reiterate, is like in the billions.
Yeah, it's like $3 billion or something dollars. So China actually on Friday too decided to decreased the supply something ratio. I don't remember what it was, but basically they put another million something. What's the Chinese dollar called?
Yeah, Yen?
That's
No.
Japanese.
No, yeah, I'm bugging.
The yuan.
The yuan, there you
Yeah,
go.
so they put about I think it was 1.2 million more yuans in circulation, which in dollars I think was close to $1 billion.
The Chinese money printer go burr.
Yeah, so that was all on Friday. Plus the market was hitting the point of like it was really over leveraged on Friday. You remember seeing Matic had open interest was up 100%, Terra's was up 100%.
Yeah, we mentioned that on the last podcast.
Yeah, everything was literally a half hour after we did that podcast.
Everything went down.
Yeah, everything started shitting the bed. All the liquidations hit, so the prices went down.
So we don't give financial advice.
Yeah, Chainlink went to zero for a second.
We were out here talking. That was on certain exchanges, but we were out here talking about fucking. Yeah, it could be really good, you know.
Yeah, so I think it was a combination of all those factors hitting on like the same day.
But on the back end of it, though, you definitely said like, "Hey, man, this could be over leveraged so entirely. Like everything I just said could also be knocked down by like some fucking flash crashes."
We were like, "Yeah, Coin Bureau. He said something about a Black Swan event. Like, you know, we don't know what it's gonna be." And then 45 minutes later, we seen it. It was pretty funny, but it's nothing to be worried about. Obviously, the prices recovered a little bit from the bounce, and if you think about it, everything is up a couple 100% most likely for the year. So if it takes a little correction, you know, it's really not that serious. We went from, I remember, 2.5 billion on Friday, now 2.3 something today. So it's not like it had a huge fall off.
And we went close to below 2, or close to just getting to 2. I saw like 2.1 at certain points. But something, you know, if you watch the market, you see the market cap go to what we hit a 3.5 trillion at one point. And around that point where Ethereum was at like 4,700 and Bitcoin was ripping, I was like, yeah, this is about right. Like that's, if you look at the market cap usually, and it's at a really, really high point, and Bitcoin is also following that, and that's at a really high point, like a new all-time high. Whenever it's like market cap and it hits new all-time high, I can expect next week that we're going to probably rip down another $1 trillion to take it out of the market. And yeah, because that's one of the little top signal, in my opinion, for me. Whenever I'm looking and I'm looking to do some trades, so if we hit a new market cap, that's when you could see it. And Bitcoin's now below $1 trillion again, but it's not that much farther because we've seen this shit go to like 450 before in like a flash. I feel like we're a lot more well equipped now too than we were in August or May when that first we did that first podcast and the market was crashing, everything a little bit more put together. We also don't have Elon Musk just trolling us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in May I think I might have cried a little bit, but on Friday I started dying laughing.
That's it.
It was like 2:30 in the morning. I was just chilling. I opened up Coinbase. It's like up, down 20%, down 20%, down 20%, down 30%.
That
down
Friday
20.
night, like
I was like, yo, this is mad funny.
That Friday night, like I knew it was fucked because Andrew was texting me like 4:30 in the morning, like, wow. Andrew's never up that late, so that's how I knew like shit's bad.
There was no way he could go to sleep after that.
No,
I just thought it was mad funny. I was like,
100%.
Here it is.
100%, because now going through the past flash crashes, and there was days in those in that time that felt like fucking millennias. Like there was days that felt like years because talking to this person, talking to that person. Oh my god, I have these questions answered. Are we going to zero? Are we doing this? And then
going on with China?
And we got to yeah, exactly. And then we see a couple more of those, and you kind of just become numb to it entirely. Like it makes sense when Scott Melkers and all those other people at that time were trying to just calm people down because this is the market that we go in. Not that like we always say, shit could just fucking flash crash and like who the fuck knows? It's gone. Everything's gone.
Every 2 months, the entire market should be down 40%.
We're not saying it's right. We're not saying it's right. But you could develop a little bit of a thicker skin as you go on with the industry, or we've seen the effect of developing it. Because if not, then like it becomes like the definition of insanity. Like what do you do every time? It just does the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah, the market is definitely insane.
If you just scream every time it drops 20%, you're the one that's insane, not crypto.
Yeah, facts. Next time it's up 40%, stable coins.
Fucking Ricky the other day was like, I was trying to get it out at 47, but I stopped myself because I thought it could go to 5, and I was like, that's why you can't trade.
You gotta, we're trading. If you want to make $100 a day, just cash it out when it hits that 100.
Yeah. Always, yeah. That's a big fact. Is know when you're out. Even if you're not a day trader, if you're doing swing trades or you have a little bit in there and you buy at the beginning of January and you said that in December I'm gonna sell in December. Like that is your goal. Make sure you're on a regimented schedule like that. I think that's the best way I've seen people succeed in trading. Everybody wants to go for that 1,000 if they have, or that 950. But usually when you go that $50 errors where you end up now down below 200 and you're less than what you could have originally made or whatever. So just always follow your plan, I'd say, within it.
Yeah, and if you make $100 a day on a trade, it's $36,000 a year. So I mean, you gotta pay taxes. Too.
Yeah, you gotta pay taxes, and you need the initial investment on to be making that 100. Because how much do you really need? What are you trading as well? What's the percentage you're going into?
Yeah, just do it on KuCoin.
Just buy the dip.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. That's not what we don't do that.
Don't eat. Yeah, we don't eat. We buy dips.
We buy dips.
I'll eat all my digital money. I guess I'll just chew on my phone for a little bit.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll just go on food stamps. I'll just go.
In fact, I should do that too.
Let's go on food stamps.
Medicaid.
Real quick. I wish I could get some Medicaid, bro. I'd be hyped. I get some Medicaid, honestly. That shit was free back in the day. Health Plus, bro. Bring it back.
Yeah, facts. Do we still have Obamacare?
Yeah, nah. They haven't smoked it yet. They keep just changing it in every way they want. So that basically you can't get any other health care.
It's Biden care now?
Nah. He's still trying to just like...
Harris care.
No, it's Harris care. He's trying to... nobody's going to use it at that point. Kamala care. Kamala don't care, but we care here about you making the right decisions for whatever you feel is right for you. And that's why we just wanted to give you a little bit of that advice about how you should feel or how you should go about developing a plan or knowing that when stuff like this happens, what to do and not to go cry in the bathroom because you told your wife you were going to be a millionaire and you now leverage your house and now you don't know what to do. At that point, then you didn't follow the Crypto FAL's advice in how you should only be able to bet what you are willing to lose.
Yeah, at that point, that's what happened in Boiler Room.
In Boiler Room?
Yeah, it was Vin Diesel was in it, Giovanni Ribisi, a couple other people. It was actually pretty good. So these guys basically had like a Stratton Oakmont, Wolf of Wall Street type situation but they were selling people over the phone. They were calling people, selling them stocks of companies that were literally dead.
So just to pump them up?
He pulled up to the place one day after he realized like what he was doing was wrong. He was like, bro, this is the place that I'm selling stock of. Like there's papers in the windows. He bought it up.
I'm telling people that this is the next best investment.
Yeah, there's one guy who wound up getting them to put about $50,000 in. It was like the family's life savings. He's like, honey, I can't get the money back. She's like, why are you investing with people over the phone? This is in like the early 2000s.
It's the Squid Game token. It's the best.
She's like, so a guy you never met over the phone told you this was a good idea and you believed him.
It could be. We can make
took the kids to the mother's house after.
That's how it always goes. We can make a good like crypto movie like that. Honestly.
Oh, honestly, that movie is. You should watch it. That shit was mad funny.
I definitely do gotta watch it because it sounds like a dark comedy in it was mid '90s, early 2000s. Could only be.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was like, yo, come down to Long Island. I know this guy. If you get hired, everybody's getting their Series 7, and then you're gonna be trading on the phones all day.
It sounds like the '90s.
He's like, yeah. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It was Mickey recommended it.
Mickey's class, man.
Yeah, Mickey's a legend.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
He's telling me about when he was 23, his friend's birthday in Vegas. One of his friends got too blacked out drunk, couldn't meet him at the party that they reserved the table for. So Mickey was just there by himself, and these four, older women, cougars, just pulled up, started drinking with him. They were hanging out, went to the strip club after.
That sounds like a gas night, bro. That sounds like an amazing night, honestly. But something that those Wall Street guys from Blow Your Room would probably be interested in now, according to the Royal United Service Institute over in the UK, is NFTs. Because NFTs are apparently very, what does it say? Very open to money laundering, or very a high risk of allowing for money laundering. Me and you have talked about this in the past. We've gone over it. We're not going to give you the step-by-step plan on how you could launder money through NFTs. But if you do a little bit of research, you could probably figure it out because it works similar in the way that the fine art market does. But the only thing that the traditional fine market has that we don't have here is the Oh, it's the Registry of Stolen or Fraudulent NFT Transactions, which mirrors the art loss register in the traditional art world. So I guess if in the traditional art world you go and buy $1 million painting and someone comes and steals it or somehow creates a fake of it, because that's a really cool job out there, is that you're making pieces of fake art and you're going and stealing it. I think that's a really cool industry to end up in. If you know how to do that, hit me up. Government, actually, I'm not trying to do that, but send me up. But I think it's just a story we wanted to run people through. Know that NFTs are at high risk. We've had friends be hacked for thousands of dollars in a really easy ways. But also, if you're on the NFT money laundering side, watch out, because there's definitely some groups calling you guys out, even though you should have been called out a minute ago.
Yeah, bro, I'm those groups.
Jeff
Jeff was saying too, OpenSea might have to start doing some KYC type of thing too. I forget what the reason was.
They recently announced they wanted to go IPO.
Yeah, so then they're definitely going to have to do that.
That would have been a story we could have put on.
So Gary V is going to have to start moving his shit off of
those
OpenSea.
$80 million that he said, I overheard Jeff saying, he said he claimed on, if he made off of VFriends, he's going to have to make sure that those are legitimate.
He's going to have to make sure that he actually claims that Ethereum.
Actually holds it. Well, if I hold it for over a year, then they can't really tax me.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll see. He's got to also, I don't know, does it count as a year if his name was never attached to it? Or does the time start when...
Mike, you ask me these questions, and I really don't have the answers. I love them, though.
They don't have any answers either. That's why I don't know. Like, if I move money off of Coinbase, and then I move it back, what's the principle? I don't know. They're just
Uncle Sam.
They're just not gonna tell me anything, and I'm just gonna.
Until you're in jail.
I'm just gonna have to pay it.
More than likely. Well, another reason I brought this up is because it also brought into account the idea that it hasn't happened recently, but an NFT could harbor a malicious piece of code that when you go and open it because you've got this project, it's now opening up a program on your computer, like a Trojan horse that is now stealing all of your information, or could steal all your NFTs out of your wallet and send it to someone else because you just open up this NFT. That's something that hasn't happened yet, but that this group is saying that could easily be done if you knew what to do. Or you could also have malicious groups speaking to each other through the trading of NFTs. Say that I'm, some type of terrorist organization or some group that doesn't want to be seen by government agencies. I could just mint an NFT with a couple of pieces of wording, put it up on OpenSea. Hey, whoever else, hey, come and buy this NFT. It has the codes for whoever you got to do. Maybe I put out a hit inside of an NFT or something like that. Yeah, and someone speaks in the metadata, you buy it, and then you go and you can now get past whatever Discord or email services or anything that because it is decentralized and it is on the blockchain. So that's another thing that I didn't really think about, but could easily be done.
Nah, yeah, people are gonna find new ways to hack everything. That's why you gotta just be careful doing anything in Discord. Like, I got 1 million Discord DMs, all scams.
All day.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
I left the Rarity Sniper Discord, and most of those stopped because that's where they're mostly coming from. If you leave the Rarity Sniper Discord, you'll probably not gonna.
The only Discords I'm in are NFT ones.
That's why, yeah, because that's the exact ones that I was in.
Yeah, because I'm just on there to see, like, all right, what's going on in there. I'm not on it to post anything, but when I open Discord, I gotta scroll down on the side of my phone. For
it's about the communities, though. You see all those communities? It's a community of scammers. It's a community of scammers. Not all NFTs. Don't come at me, you guys, with the Bored Ape Yacht Club avatars. It's not a scam. I know it's not a scam. You made a bunch of money. I would also say it wasn't a scam because I also made a bunch of money. So how could it be a scam to me, the person who made a bunch of money off of it? But the person who didn't make a bunch of money off of it, look, what are they going to do? 8 maxis?
CryptoPunks fell off a cliff.
They did, man. Well, apes have kind of fallen. See, Jimmy Fallon was like, well, "We're just gonna take that off of my avatar now. We're not gonna.
Yeah,
we're not gonna talk about."
That's where it starts.
That's where it starts, bro. Let's stop.
Jimmy Fallon, he gave Bored Apes a life, and now he's taking it away.
I love Jimmy Fallon, but that should have been the top single for everybody within the group. Like every other celebrity was pretty cool. Once Jimmy Fallon got in it,
yeah, like
kind of takes the coolness off
Bitcoin
it.
Eyes.
Yeah, the Bitcoin Eyes was like the thing that sent it down. And then he saved his name in the crypto industry with that FTX commercial. It was a really solid one, and the market didn't shit the bed that day. So I actually think it pumped a little bit after that commercial.
Yeah, it definitely pumped after the Crypto.com commercial with Matt Damon.
That was a good commercial. I don't know what the fuck I was watching halfway through it. But
Nah, I thought he was making another space movie.
that was during the UFC event, right? Yeah. Because I was going to say, was that the last time I was outside in my backyard? Or I could be sitting in the backyard? I can't even sit in this basement for much longer because it's fucking freezing, honestly.
Yeah, this is the coldest room in the house. I don't even understand.
I think once they took all the frizz out.
Yeah, the frizz was insulated.
The frizz was really... I'm legitimately... Because since that's the wall to the outside and that's like the least insulated wall, the frizz was probably being, in a certain way, an insulator.
Yeah. I heard you took like 20 cases too, did it?
Yeah, I still got to throw them out.
Was your car able to actually stop at the bottom of the block on this hill?
I still have them in the back of the car. Yeah.
I still got 2 in the back there. I don't know where I'm gonna leave them yet.
I gotta go to trade. I gotta do something. I'm not. Let's not talk about that on the
Nah,
podcast.
see, the Trader Joe's I did, it works in theory, but then it's like, all right, I gotta pull my car up to this thing, and everybody's gonna see me just throwing shit.
That's why you have to go at like 4 a.m. That's the only annoying thing is like I gotta go
up at 4 in the morning. Even at 4 in the morning, and Leslie's gonna be pulling in the pallets, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, Jason, what the fuck are you doing?"
I don't think he's gonna remember who I am. He'll probably like remember my face, but I'll probably I don't know. And Joe G will be like, "What are you doing back here?" I'll be like, "I'm here smoking crack, Joe." We're just playing. Got a little bit off the topic there, but I think we're getting close to the end of the podcast anyway. It's a nice little Wednesday. I got my TV coming in, so I need to finish this up and get out of here. But in conclusion, like we said, only put enough into the market as much as you're willing to lose. And watch out if you're trying to launder money inside of NFTs because there's certain groups looking. Or watch out when you buy an NFT because it could have malicious code. Watch out when you plug the plug into the wall because you could die from electricity. We're just trying to keep you safe, you know. We're just trying to keep you safe out here.
Yeah, and if you're looking at the market crash, just close the app. Much
yeah,
better off.
Go look at your wife. If you don't have a wife, go pet your dog. If you don't have a dog, go play a video game. If you don't like video games, what have you been doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just go for a walk in the park. You know.
Yeah, get some fresh air. That's all we're about to do because I'm starving. We need to get some food in our stomachs. But before we do that, I want to thank you, Mike, for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Always, 100%.
Always some good stuff.
Always fun. We'll get some more stories in on the week. It was a little bit of a slower initial week. It always happens when the crypto market crashes. People are scared to release their announcements, so the podcast gets a little bit more looser. Some weeks we have 3 hours with the content we could talk about, but others, we take it a little slower, a little lighter. So.
Yeah, a lot of these stories are like, I don't know, they're nonsense. It's like seeing the same thing half the time.
Yeah, you want to do a crypto podcast? That's a definition of insanity. You go over the same acts over and over again.
Yeah, we're just gonna bring on Peter Schiff and argue about gold.
That once we start bringing on guests, though, that's when it starts being different. Hey, if Peter Schiff wants to come on here and smack me across the floor about speaking all gold, then bet, because he's way smarter than me. After I saw him arguing with Peter McCormick over on the FAL Podcast, I was like, wow, that guy actually isn't. He's insane, but he knows what he's talking about to a certain extent.
That's the issue with all those guys. is that they know what they're talking about.
They're insane. We're also a little bit insane. If you're inside of crypto, you're being insane. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow me over on Twitter at crypto_Lajara. That's crypto_LAJARA. You can follow Mike over at Scuba Scungili. That's SCUBA SCUNGILLI. You can follow the official FAL Crypto Consultants Twitter over at CryptoFAL. That's CryptoFAL. FAL is your one-stop shop for all your cryptocurrency needs. From answering questions for new people to bigger institutional clients, we're there for you. Regardless if you're a small business or bank, we'll make sure to take a tailored approach to all your needs. Jesus. Our team houses specialists in all areas of cryptocurrency, from mining, trading, creating NFTs, creating DAOs, staking, and lending questions. The general market research. Go to CryptoFAL.com to learn more. Have a good day.